Hi, today we're on Cape Cod and it's March. It's a little breezy, but it's beautiful out here in the sun. And we're on Morris Island in the Monomoy Wildlife Refuge. And we're on the first island that you can get to by car. So we've gone a little ways on the beach. It's high tide, so we couldn't go too far, but check down and see what we've seen so far as for seashells and crabs. So up top here, what I immediately saw the first we got to the beach was a lot of these soft-shell clams. So you can see how they're long and their shells are a little bit more brittle than the hard-shell clams. And I just found this one, and the mollusk is still inside, although it's probably not alive. I will put it back in the water just in case, but it's a little bit damaged. So those are your soft-shell clams. There's your beautiful hard-shell clams. And you can see this one, it's a quahog, and it's got that beautiful purple. But they don't always have purple, so sometimes it can be hard to tell, right? They look the same, but if there's no purple, I just call them a hard-shell clam because they're very similar. This one here, too, looks like the mollusk is still inside. And you can see there's two shells. That's why they call them the bivalves, for the two halves of the shell. So you can see that here, and you can see it here, too, on that quahog. Quahogs, soft-shell clams. And then we have some beautiful blue mussels. Blue mussels are also bivalves, and these are what people like to eat, and also common eaters. The big sea ducks on the water like to dive and eat those, and they eat them whole. They digest their shell, and then they get rid of it, I think. And then we have a piece of a scallop, beautiful piece of scallop. Those are gorgeous shells. You'll find them down in the Cape because they like warm water. Over here are your snails, pieces of moon snails, and the ever-present common slipper shell. And the neat thing about the slipper shell is that they stack up on each other. And usually the one on the bottom, the biggest one, is a female. So the ones on the bottom of the stack are females, and then the smaller ones are usually males. Kind of neat. Now over here we have some nice crabs. The crab carapace. You can see the legs are missing, and I believe these to be green crabs. See how the edge of the shell's a little pointier there, and it's a little bit narrower than the rock crab. I believe these are all green crab carapaces. This one too. And then this here, that is a horseshoe crab. Now that's a really ancient creature. He's been on this earth for what, 450 million years, something like that. And you can see him, he's really cool. This is where his eyes will be. He's got barnacles on it, and he's also got these slipper shells. So let me show you underneath. This guy looks like he's been on the beach for a while. His legs and his body are missing. It's just the hard carapace that's left. And you can see down near the tail, we still have a couple more slipper shells. So, some beautiful finds on Morris Island in Monomoy National Wildlife Refuge. And they say you can take a few shells here, but you should always find out, because certain beaches, they say, don't take shells. But here they said you could take up to a quart. But I'm happy just to find these things and share them with you. So enjoy the view. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. What a pretty day.